my tank, bring it back, going. Don't say, I'm max, from a jail, I'm mail makers. 50 racks on their hands, I'm a kid, 40 lips.
Yo, what's good guys? Welcome back to the channel. Sorry about the lack of video for last week. As I said in the previous video, I was traveling quite a bit and just didn't really feel comfortable filming in a gym that I'm unfamiliar with. I'm not quite there. I feel like I've gotten a lot better talking on camera, but still just kind of talking in public to a camera feels very foreign to me. Very fortunate right now that I have the private room where I can kind of do these talking head videos after the fact and feel a little bit more comfortable doing it. I did actually find a gym that I was basically the only one in for my deadlift session, and I was planning on filming it, but unfortunately my camera battery was dead. I don't know why. I charged it before I left, and sometimes if I leave it in the camera, it'll drain it. So something up there is what it is. Ended up plugging it in and just having enough charge for shooting an Instagram video. We're back in Madison for a couple days before we head out for another work trip. It's been a really kind of crazy month and a half, but we're almost to the end of it where I can kind of settle down a little bit and actually start focusing more on training rather than life, I guess. We got deadlifts today. Obviously didn't shoot anything for week 1. We're on week 2 this week. Last week we ended up hitting our top single at 835 pounds. It was a little heavier than I was planning on going. I wanted to go like 26 or so, but the gym I was at only had pound plates. I used 100 pounders as one of the first plates. So it worked out that for 825, I would have had to use 2 10s on each side. Loading that, I just decided to put the 25s on, felt easier. So 835, moved pretty well, especially for a week 1. First time using a belt on deadlift in a while. I guess the mammoth bar. The last block I was doing all beltless work. This block I'm gonna switch back to using the belt. Kind of my thought process for the goal for this one. So as the last block, we did the 4 weeks plus the deload at the end. Week 4 is kind of our heavy week. We're on week 2. My goal for this one is to get to around like 870 for the deadlift. I think if I can be starting my peaking block, the 14 week out mark, if I can be hitting 400 kilos at the start, that's way higher than I think I've started in the last few preps. Being at that level that early on really bodes well for hopefully carrying that through to the meet and maybe even etching a little bit further past that 939 that I hit at Ghost Clash. Yeah, everything's going really well. If you watch the last few videos, the first volume block post Ghost Clash went amazing. Like I hit all the numbers that I wanted to hit at the end of the block. Even went a little bit further. Yeah, we're in like a really, really good spot. Week 1 started off really well. I was kind of expecting it to be a little bit shitty, to be honest. 1, coming off the deload, I felt like I kind of had that drop in strength from coming off gear. As I've said in I think pretty much every video, I'm on 100 milligrams test, but I do still feel like I have a good amount of drop in strength usually. And I could kind of feel it during deload week where I was just like everything ached, and it was definitely a much needed deload. I was a little bit nervous that like, oh, like this feels way worse. I don't know how week 1's gonna feel. And then on top of that, all the travel, went to DC, like flew into DC on Saturday, and then each day I basically had to drive a few hours on top of work. Ended up having a very, very good week 1 training. Felt like I was, like the numbers I picked, I felt like I was pushing them a little bit, but it ended up moving pretty well where I think I can build on those pretty well. We're gonna hit our deadlift session. Plan on going up a little bit from that 835, probably like an 848, and then got some strongman afterwards. We're gonna start warming up, take a pre-workout, and get after it. Alright guys, so the 848, 385 kilos, moved well, a little slow, but it is 848 and I am in the off season, so for it to move as well as it did on week 2, especially, like I said, had quite a bit of travel last week, pretty stressful week overall. Coming back, I'm happy with it. We're at a very good spot right now. Definitely feel like I could hit like 860 next week and then finish up with 870 on week 4. And then we'll take a deload week, basically start upping the supplements, and I think we could be hitting like 880 week 1, 400 kilos, which is pretty uncharted territory for me. I don't know if I will hit 880 for week 1. I may just do it just to do it. It would probably be kind of slow. Like the 385 would be probably a better spot to start, but strength wise, I can hit 880 at any point, which I think I've talked about in my last few videos. A lot of people get kind of wrapped up in looking at what they're like, what I can hit on my best day, basically like what their ceiling strength level is. Another good way to kind of gauge if you're getting stronger is looking at what your floor is. If I can hit 880 on any day of the week, that's means I'm getting stronger. Like on my perfect day, on full cycle, the 426 was like the best. You know, if my floor is getting higher, then potentially my ceiling can get higher. I just need to time up and be my best day on meet day. Been kind of going pretty well the last few meets, other than the injury at the American Pro that kind of sucked, but yeah, we're trending in the right direction. It seems like I've kind of figured out what works super well for my deadlift, which is that working up to a single in the off season, drop down sets of kind of higher reps. Not super heavy weight, but enough to get like a pump, kind of really feel it in the glutes and the hamstrings. And then the strongman training all just kind of comes together to really benefit my deadlift. And like as always, if you guys don't want to follow along with that training, I have that program on Proven Strength. It's the Ghost Clash off season. I might make some small adjustments to it and make it the Power Surge off season. One thing I want to change is with how I did my week 4, week 5 bench and squat, where instead of going for the top triple or the multiple sets of triples on squat and bench on the 5th day, I kind of like the idea of going for just a single top set on that day for bench. Might do the same for squat as well. Week 1 through 3 would be the 3x3 and 4x4 or 4x3 on bench and squat, and then week 4 would be more of like a top set. So that's something I want to change. Check out those programs on Proven Strength app. Link for that is in the description below. You also get 25 other programs, range from beginner, intermediate, advanced, 3, 4, 5-day programs designed by Andy and myself. You also get added to our private Discord. You can ask questions, get form checks, and talk about training. If you guys are using it, don't forget to tag myself with Proven Strength on Instagram. Also, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, leave any questions. We will do a left testicle reveal at 100,000 subscribers. Not really. But, yeah, we're gonna drop down here to probably like 606, do it for a couple sets of 6 to 8 reps, and then head out and do strongman. I don't know if I'm gonna film it or not. My screen on my camera is broken right now, and it's making it very annoying to set up the camera because I have to look through the sight glass every time to make sure stuff's in frame. Hopefully I'll have that fixed soon. Just seems it's just annoying. I have another camera, but it's not as good. I don't know how heavy I'm gonna go on the yoke. I'd like to finish up this training block with the 920 that they are doing at Chaos, potentially that 400-pound farmers for at least 50 feet down. It'd be cool to do 50 feet down and back, but that will be a stretch. We're gonna wrap up and then potentially shoot tomorrow's higher rep bench day as well. I haven't really shown Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday workouts too much because, to be honest, they're kind of boring a little bit and they just don't get the views, but I'll throw them on here just to add on to the deadlift videos. But if I don't talk anymore, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, leave any questions, and check out Proven Strength app. And here are some accessories, and we'll catch you in the next video.
No, if I say something, I mean it. These things happen. Yeah. If I ever said I'm never scared, just know I mean it. If I ever said I fuck your bitch, just know I mean it. And if I ever said I'm getting money, just know I mean it. Say something. And oh Lord knows, He knows I mean it. Yeah. Say that shit, then I mean it. She calls me, I screen it. I'm only fucking if it's convenient. You lie on pussy, that's weak shit. We pass pussy round, that's G shit. But you ain't fam, so what is this we shit? You cuff yours and then leash shit. Listen, I'm telling you, it's my world. I does what I wish to. If you're mad, well, too bad. Sounds like a personal issue. I walk in, they all stare like, who the fuck is this dude? Kicks game is just rude. Don't get get jujitsu'd. Tunnel visions, I get ahead. Stay solid, I never fled. My haters feel like I'm better dead, but I'm quite alive, getting bread instead. With a better girl, with a better face, I'm in a better place, getting better head. I just wanna stay broke forever. Yeah, that's that shit no one ever said.
No, if I say something, I mean it. These things happen. Yeah. If I ever said I'm never scared, just know I mean it. If I ever said I fuck your bitch, just know I mean it. And if I ever said I'm getting money, just know I mean it. Say something. And oh Lord knows, He knows I mean it.
Yeah. Sign Gerald, I'm sincere. This year I'm in here, I'll spell it out to make things clear. Meanwhile, you're in near. I've got a lane and I'm in gear. You people wonder who's next up. That conversation really ends here. You rappers just talk a bunch. Stress me out, I chop a Dutch. Weak rappers trying to fight the sound, but my style is a lot too much.